Adventures! And welcome to the 108th episode of Dirty 20, an evening of laughter, drama and adventure. We call it D&D Podcast, as I am Dungeon Master for the evening. And once again, for the second time, I'm joined by Hayden, aka Alister, who will be having a one-on-one session again tonight. Obviously, that means that we don't have the rest of our group today. And in that absence, we're going to continue to shout them out, I guess. So I'm going to start things off by shouting out Lambent Rain, who is currently in the chat right now, who streams some horror game stuff. I can't remember the name of it. The one where you chase people around and sometimes you're the killer. Yeah, that one. He streams some of that stuff. I don't know what else he streams, but he does that. He also DMs for Natural Wonders. The music is really loud. Hold on. You might not even be able to hear me. Natural Wonders, which the command isn't working because I put 2 exclamation marks. That's why. And I fucked it again. So, there we go. Natural Wonders, DM'd or GM'd, I suppose, by Mitch, which is a Star Wars, mainly Star Wars game. Which we run every Monday at 7 PM GMT +1/BST. We also just ran an Inquisitors one-shot. I don't remember how long ago it was. Was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago, which was absolutely stunning. That was so much fun. So there might be more content like that as well. And I know that Mitch wants to do some other things other than Star Wars on there. So if you like RPGs and what we do on this channel, then make sure to check that one out. Also, Sam JKP, who plays with us. He streams mostly Pokemon, if not entirely, and he's good at doing it. He likes to hunt shinies. He does some challenges and stuff on there. So if you like Pokemon and just a really nice little community that he's got going on, then make sure to check him out. I'm pretty sure this is the last person, which is Anna Mayer. Who mostly streams Genshin, though every Friday. She, sometimes alone, but sometimes joined by some friends of ours, play some frightening games. We have Friday Frights on Friday sometimes. So if you like Genshin or group horror games, it's not always horror games. Sometimes it's what's the Monster Camp, Monster Prom, both of those.
Something to do with monsters, basically.
Check. Yeah, and you can see on there we played Wilderness not that long ago, which is a nice little RPG game, kind of like D&D. It's a make your own story sort of game. So if you like anything like that, then make sure to check her out as well. And of course, as I do every session, I'm gonna shout out the Discord there. So obviously, if you want to keep up to date with maps and handouts and anything cool we send to the players, or just want to talk about D&D or role-player games, or just chat with the rest of the community, that is the best place to do it. It's a great little place. So if you want to have a heightened experience on the channel and be able to engage with some of the maps and handouts, and that's what you should do. You should click on that goddamn link, damn you. And finally, actually, hopefully that's the right command. It is indeed, is to check out some of our socials, specifically maybe our TikTok and maybe our Twitter as well, which is the most active place that we engage with. So make sure to check out the TikTok especially. It's pretty lit.
Pretty
I ain't gonna lie.
It's funny.
Yeah, hoping to get some stuff on there. It's been a bit quiet in the past week or so, but I've had a lot of stuff to do. But hopefully soon I'm gonna be able to kick off a bit more with that. They are all the shout-outs, I think, unless you've got anything, Hayden, that you wish to...
Nothing at the moment, no.
Shout out. Alright, well, in which case then, with that all out the way, I think it's time that we delve into today's episode of Dirty 20.
Yes, fuck.
So, previously on Dirty 20, today at 03rd, 4 days before the battle at Durnstead. It has only been one short day since Alister left Ferracata, but much has transpired for the young heir. Having bid a solemn farewell to the others, Alister sought a meeting with his sister. Hearing her talk of her experiences alone, he promised she would not succumb to the whims of their father. Instead, he would see her freed from this responsibility, but first he had a job to do. In order to win a meeting with the king, he needed the support of his father by revealing the identity of a traitor in the church's midst. In hopes of getting the support of his friends, he spent the following day meeting with them and arranging a meet-up in the Druid Park at midday the following day. With that sorted, it was time to confront his old master. In doing so, he admitted that he was indeed the traitor, as Alister suspected, and that his revelations to the enemy was the indirect cause of Alister's lover's death. The two journeyed to the cult of Scythe HQ via a teleportation circle. Inside, Alister met with some of these old acquaintances before paying a visit to perhaps the only person he could trust. Zinnia. Hope I'm pronouncing the name right there.
Yeah, Zinnia.
Disclosing to her his personal experiences with the Kufa, and the revelation that perhaps it was not the way their deity wanted. Zinnia seemed just as torn as Alister. As he asked what he should do in the current situation, she caught him off guard. She turned to suggest he perhaps expose Astershan to his father. And that is where we pick up Alister. You and Zinnia sit in a corner of the library, protected by this aura of silence.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's been 2 weeks and I'm still fucking caught off guard by that.
Oh, it's been that long, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I forget it's actually been that
2
long.
weeks. Sorry. What?
Perhaps I've spoken
No.
too rashly.
No. I don't mean what. I mean, I'm gonna look around and see if anyone is like looking at us. Even though we've got the silence
Perception
off.
check.
I want to see if anyone's looking.
Sure.
Perception. That's gonna be up here. Alright, first roll.
First roll indeed.
That's
What could have
that's
been?
An 11, but it
Oh, I
could
should have
been
put
a
the
crit.
dice rolls
It
up
could
on
have been
here.
a crit, but it's an 11.
Yeah. Damn, I should have put the dice rolls up on here as a thing. Maybe I'll do that real quick before I do anything. Before I let you know. If it will, it should work. It should work. All right. Sorry, one moment. I knew I'd forgotten to do something. Combat rolls, it might be. That might be the best. All right. This is it. We're doing
We're doing it live.
we're editing the overlay live.
There it is.
All right.
Right there.
I guess we'll just shove it right in between us at the top.
There you go.
It seems fine to me. Let's just expand it a little bit. Yeah, I knew I'd forgotten to add something to the overlay, but I mean, it's fine.
Is that talking
It's all
in this
gooch. You can hear some background praying, yes. Hopefully it's not too distracting.
Yeah,
It's
11.
ambiance. An 11, so suddenly realising the situation, what has just really been said, and the weight of that, you immediately twist your head and glance around. You're sat in a corner, protected by some of the bookshelves. But as you look past them, you don't see anyone else in. You remember seeing a few people leave. There were people in here.
Yeah.
If anyone's hiding behind the bookshelf or listening in, you can't tell.
Hopefully they can't be listening in because we've got the science up.
Or attempting to, anyway.
Yeah. What I mean is, God. How?
How? What? Alister?
How would I do it? Because if I do this, that's painting a target, not just on my back, but they will want to find out who suggested it, and it will also be a target on your back. And everyone that we know.
Unless you said something, I would imagine that it would be difficult to bring that back to myself.
No, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just saying be wary.
Of course.
You're already on not the best terms with the inner circle.
Very thin ice.
Yes.
Yes. But what you have told me changes everything. Do you understand that?
Yes, I've been going around the Restless Coast for the past 6 months. I've seen outside of David. I know it's a lot to take in just a couple of minutes, and I'm sorry for that. I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out the jaw skeleton that has the Alisterine "I'm sorry" recording. Is there a way to set up it to record?
What was that item?
It was, we got it from the inscriber, the little lady, and she wanted to hear Alisterine apologise, and she somehow got Alisterine apologising sound to come out of the jaw. I'm wondering, is it set to record, or is it like just something that she put into it that only she can do? Will I be able to make it record?
I believe it was. Let me check, but I believe it was a magic mouth that they used.
Yeah.
Magic mouth? Let's just check. Oh. Oh goodness gracious! I hope everything is still up and working. Think. So my internet just seems like glitch a little bit there.
Seems all good now.
Okay, that's good to know.
Alright.
Magic mouth. No, so that's implanting a message. Yeah, so it wasn't that. What did she use?
I'm just asking if the item itself can record.
I know that's what I'm trying to figure out, because I can't remember off the top of my head. Inscriber. I cannot remember off the top of my head if it was something like if it was specifically an item or it was created via a spell. Goodness gracious me, that was such a long time ago.
Yeah, it was back in.
That was in like probably 50, maybe 60.
Before even
that
70.
Was like basically a year ago.
Yeah, throwbacks. Please allow it to record. Without a spell.
I can't see anything. But specifically, it would have been. I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm just going to check if I've got, if I've made a sheet for them. And in that case, then it will be. Alright, not to hand. Alright. So the item was a skull, wasn't it?
It was like a jaw of a skull. I think like a bottom jaw of a skull. That has a recording about Alister saying "I'm sorry" on it.
Okay. Alright, so what I'll say, because that was such a long time ago, and I'm sure in the future someone's going to pull me up for this, being like, oh, it wasn't that, it was this.
Yeah.
But because of that, I'm going to say, regardless of whatever it was, it is now this. I'll say that it can be used, but it's got a certain amount of uses to it. So it's not something that could be used indefinitely, but it could be used to record like a very short sentence or like maybe 10 seconds. But it would write over what's on there already. Yeah. So you'd be risking your...
I'll be risking off the Alister meme. Oh, if I get caught doing it as well, I'm gonna get fucked. So I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna look at it and realise that it can record. I think I've got a sort of plan, but I need him to admit that he's the traitor to me. She already has. God damn
it. That surprises me. He's an awfully suspicious person. To be so brash with such an admission.
He did. I think he did it to test me. He admitted that in doing so it caused the death of Robin.
It does sound like some cruel test. I would not put it past him.
I'm just going to do one last insight check on her.
Sure.
Fuck's sake, that's a 9. That's the natural one for a 9.
Alright, okay, yeah, you tried to read her, but she's very difficult to perceive right now. You've got a lot going on in your head. It's very distracting.
Take care of yourself, Sinia. I'm gonna take the thing, put it in my bag, and before I dismiss the silence, I'm just gonna turn to him and be like, stay safe.
She's gonna, like, as you go to stand up, she's gonna reach her hand out and, like, bloody hell, clasp onto your arm and, like, kind of, like, not pull you down, but, like, gently kind of usher you to sit once again.
Okay.
Wait, Alister.
Yes.
You must tell me. You can't drop such a revelation on me and not say anything. What?
About what?
You must tell me about your experience. I still don't understand. I don't agree with the rest of.
Okay.
I don't agree with the rest of the circle, but I've always trusted the notion of what our Lord wants. But now you say otherwise. It's confusing. I must know.
Kufa's soul his spirit is attached or entwined with my soul. He gives me visions, he talks to me, he gives me warnings.
The only other person who's ever claimed such...
Is Chain.
Yes.
Okay, I'm saying this in my head.
Uh-huh.
To you, Kufa. Please give me something to show her that I'm right in this. I'm begging.
Roll me a wisdom check, just a straight wisdom check.
Straight wisdom. Will this be the good roll of the night? Natural 20! Natural fucking 20.
That's
so fucking
so
fitting.
brilliant. There's a moment as you close your eyes for a second and think that thought. You know that there is a difficulty in a creature such as these greater spirits manifesting themselves. But Akufa's situation, as you've begun to disassemble, is a little more complicated. And you reach within yourself to try and find that connection. And almost as if something has been waiting for this moment, you feel a chill take over you, an otherness present. It's not like a situation with Eridel though. There's something you about it. It's not another presence necessarily, in a threatening manner, but something bolstering, like a part of you being able to reveal itself. And I don't want to say that you're not in control, but there is an instinctive raising of your head. And your lips move and a voice speaks. But it is not your voice, and they are not your words. Faithful, believe it is I. And that is all that releases, and from her perspective she sees this black shadow kind of encompassing you, these dark irises, turning your eyes to black void, with speckles of light and cosmos. And there is a presence that cannot be deceived. This is not simply an illusion. She is very, very acutely aware of it. There is a, as I said, presence. Like something else momentarily steps within the room, and she has met with her god. And you see her face just drop into sheer confusion, awe, and serenity. There is such a mix of emotion crossing her face. You can see her hand shaking on the table. You can hear the rattling of the slightly off-center table knocking against the floor as she shakes, her mouth agape. As the sensation passes and you are there again, that presence is gone.
I see her shaking. I take her hand.
At the moment you reach out, you can see she pulls away slightly.
It's me. Again. Zinnia, look at me. Calm.
It's all true. Every word you say.
Zinnia. Look at Zinnia. Look at me.
Your chain is wrong.
And I'm gonna hold my hand out so she can grasp my hand if she wants to.
She clasps it with both.
Put one hand.
You are a prophet.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm just lucky. I do not know. Calm yourself. People here are good at reading body languages and your emotions that you do not show.
Yes, oh yes, of course. Of course.
Zinnia, you are the educator of the cult. You got that?
Yes, and it would seem that I have been teaching incorrectly.
And that's why I want you to leave.
What do you mean?
The cult.
I can't leave that. Alister, this is my family still.
If what I'm going to do, if I'm going to turn in Astershan, I'll make a big enough distraction for you and whoever you pick to maybe make it out. You are the only person that I've shared this with. Only you know this. I need you to live.
Yes.
And if it goes wrong, and Asushan finds out that I'm trying to turn him in, turn your back on me. You know the truth. Even if I'm gone, you can still spread that truth. You can still find out. You can still move on. This is bigger than just me as Alister. Got that?
I shall follow your wishes. Yes.
Brief. Who are you?
I'm Zinnia.
What do you do?
I teach the young the ways of our Dark Lord.
Alright. Here goes nothing then.
You hear
I
footsteps.
stand up.
Doof, doof, as you're rising and through the doorway, which you had previously seen, which you had previously come from, sorry. You hear the footfall as an individual in a dark cloak steps through, and turning his head, you see the older looking face of Astershan. Alister!
Oh yes. I've dispelled the silence as soon as I stood up. Just to let you know. Just catching up with members of the cult.
I see. Zinnia? Astershan. Yes, we were just discussing his adventures. He was telling me all sorts of interesting tales, weren't you, Alister?
Yes, all across the Restless Coast and all that I've seen.
Well, son, I have done as you requested. Jane has agreed to speak with you. Now.
Very well.
You two will have to catch up later on.
Very well. And I turn to Sinja. I bow my head. Shall we meet again?
Back. I pray that we do.
And I go to Master Shan for him to lead the way.
Alright. Just realised I need to put on your other map for you.
Yep.
Your cult map.
A natural 20, fuck me.
Yeah, that was outstanding. How that completely changed everything there.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm sure I've got it on here. Maybe it's only in the Discord. Maybe I didn't put it on here, but I thought I had.
If you're talking about the cult map, it was on the Discord. That's where I used it from.
I didn't put it on here then.
No.
Alright, that is fine. I just thought I might just check, but you're absolutely right, ain't on here. That's fine. Cool. So yes, if you'd like to see the map of the
the cult, join our Discord.
Absolutely. Alright. So you follow Astashan up?
Yep.
Okay. So, following Astashan, you leave the library and pass the other young members that are currently studying, reading, back out into the hallways. Astashan leads you through them. You pass multiple worshipping chambers, bed chambers, and the like, as you make your way towards the area that you believe Chain to reside, though you yourself have never been there. You eventually come upon a large iron door, and you can see that Shan thumbs through a ring of keys as he places it in the door lock, opens it up, ushers you inside, closes and locks it after him. Beyond it is another long hallway which comes to an L junction as you continue down. Eventually, however, you do turn the corner and see a wooden door heavily reinforced with iron and steel around the edges, and two individuals in long black cloaks stood on either side of it. As Astashan approaches, you can see kind of pulls his hood back and down, glances at the one on the left. They nod to each other as Astashan places the keys in the door, unlocks it. Door opens. Beyond it, you can see an extremely dimly lit space. Only nearly waxless candles shed a semblance of light. This creates long shadows that shift and wave across the crimson-coloured walls and across the dark wood floor. The air, as you step forward, is extremely stuffy, and the scent of decay drifts through the air, thick like tar. Along with other very luxurious-looking furnishings, is a large four-poster bed, upon which, under a heavy red set of sheets, lays a vial form. As you are ushered further in by Astashan, the door closes behind you.
Is Astashan in the room with me?
Astashan is in the room with you, and he kind of like gestures his arm towards the bed. As you take a closer look, this is your first time seeing this person. and it's honestly quite disturbing. He has this tight, thinning skin that wraps around a skeletal frame. His sunken eyes are the epitome of darkness, and any light that remains in this space seems to be sucked away by just how black they are. Wiry, jet black hair thins at the top of the skull, but flows over the sides of the bed and onto the floor. But this person is not dead, as it would certainly look like. The sheets rise and fall slowly, with deep, wheezing breaths. This corpse-like man, whom seems incapable of uttering a single phrase, moves his crusted lips and speaks to you. Child of prophecy, Ed Axton, I am told you seek an audience with your master.
Yes, I do. It is. I've come across information that I feel like you would like to know. Deep underground of the Restless Coast is an army of illithid creatures that take away people's free will and can use them as their own, and they can intrude the mind with just a look. They are getting ready to invade the Restless Coast and kill or enslave all of those that reside in it. I was just wondering if... Well, I am trying to get every country in the Restless Coast together to fight this invasion. I was just wondering if there was any way that the cult could help. Because if they win, they don't discriminate who or what we are. They will try and kill us. So it is in our best interest to at least help try and eliminate this threat as well.
Creatures that threaten our existence. Do you wish for our support?
Yes, that is what I wish.
If we reveal ourselves, our purpose will be not.
I get that, but if they are successful in defeating the forces that we have, We will.
I've seen this future. I will not succeed.
Insight check.
Go on, go right ahead.
19.
19, okay. That's pretty good. I mean, this is a talking corpse, effectively.
Yeah.
There is very little in terms of facial expression. His lips move. You do not even really see his eyes, as they kind of are almost those which, like, you see, like, the image of, like, maybe some iris there, like the white of the eye even, but like, he doesn't express much. It's very difficult to tell.
Okay.
It's very, very difficult. Pardon me.
How do we win against this threat?
Because our dark one has already given a gift. A gift to this land to save it. You shall be the one. That is our gift to your cause. You.
Right. I see. What do I do next then?
Trust in your teachings. Trust in your master. Get stronger. You have come a long way, my child. I sense such immense power within you. You are truly blessed by our Lord. I can feel the death you have wrought.
I will follow in what our Lord will want us to do, and what our Lord would want me to do.
Yes. But our Lord speaks through me, for I am his prophet.
Yes. thank you for telling me about your vision of the future. It has really given me a clear sight of what I need to do. Thank you.
I sense such turmoil in you.
I think it's starting to clean up now.
Good. There is no room for weakness. Strength. Unity. That is what we need to survive in such dark times. And dark times are ahead.
Hopefully I can change that.
You shall. It is written in prophecy. Leave me now.
Yes.
I grow weary.
Yes. Sorry, thank you for speaking with me.
Remember, only those of true fortune make my acquaintance. The Dark One has gifted you this day with such a chance.
I just bow.
You see the only form of movement you've seen thus far, other than his lips, is his head slowly turns away. It sounds like a crunching sensation, like a sound even, which unsettles your stomach. Astashan bows his head, walks over to the door. Son.
Yes,
Unlocks it.
I'm coming. Right. Go, and I walk out as soon as he opens the door.
Closes the door. Walks after you. Was our master as you expected, Alister?
I've heard rumors of his form. I didn't
Rumors?
chit-chat, you know. The kind of chat that will get you killed and knows before I left.
Yes.
But no, it's his...
Rumors are dangerous, if not controlled.
I did not know that he was quite like that. I'll put it like that.
Whatever his physical form, his power is still immense. It should not be challenged.
But yes, he's a leader for a cult for a reason.
Indeed. I dread the misfortune of any who oppose him.
As do I.
Did you get the answers you seek?
Yes. Yes, I did. Actually. He's
Good.
given me confidence in what I plan to do next.
I do hope you will include me in such plans.
Yes. Well, first of all, we need to make sure I get a a meeting with the king, which means I need to hand the traitor in to my father.
Of course.
So, I think it's best that either today or tomorrow, at some point, you take me through the plan that you have to catch this traitor. Just so I know that nothing will go wrong.
Of course. I have been thinking about it myself. I have something in mind. As you approach the first locked door that you came through, he takes out the keys and unlocks the door. And you are quickly walking back to the main space of the hideout.
Should we say tomorrow, even, or tomorrow night? Take me through this plan.
I could have it worked out by then.
Yes, I want to know what it is before it's set in motion, that's all.
Of course.
Right,
Will you be staying here or returning to the city?
I think it's best that I return to the city.
Of course. You know where the circle is, and will be remaining here.
Very well. It was nice to be back here.
Places a hand on your shoulder. And it's good to see you too, son. Now, on your way. Kind of takes his hand off and gives you a light tap in the square of your back.
I go to where the portal is.
Alright, so you head over to the portal. Alister stands there just watching for a moment.
Yeah, I'll just carry on going. I'm actually going through to the portal.
Okay, so you go over to the portal. Are you teleporting away?
Yep, back to...
Alright. Stand in the middle of the portal. You can see him still watching you as you speak the words, and flash of shadow, you're gone. And suddenly, you're back in Alister basement.
Fuck.
Fuck indeed.
Yeah, I'm leaving and going back to the castle, or my home, I should say.
Okay. So, in which case, out in the night once more, you return to your home in the Eighth Ward. Over the river, through Burntown and the Royal Ward, this time of night, you can see most of the shops are shut, but the streets are not quiet, as people still drink in the taverns and the bars along the streets, and you can hear families eating their very late dinners as you head back through. The Royal Ward, however, is a little quieter, though the wealthy hold their galas still. Eventually, back through into the Eighth Ward.
Before I go to the Eighth Ward, sorry.
Okay.
I want to go to the inn that I left Anna at.
I think you took her to an inn room, right?
Yeah, I took her to an inn room.
Yes.
I'm going to go to the front desk of that inn and be like,
all right.
yes, sorry, the room that I purchased, has anyone left and given the key back yet?
How long ago was that?
It was like right before I left for the cult.
Yeah, which would have been... I'm looking at the wrong bloody... I've got to look at the right notes here, because... Alright. So that's only a couple of hours ago, I'm pretty sure. So, no. Not yet. I've not heard anything from that room.
Oh, do you happen to have a spare key? I think I left it in the room. And the person I'm staying with is asleep at the moment, so that's why.
Of course. I can take you up. I don't have a second key cut, but I can use the master key to let you in.
Yes, that would be great, thank you.
All right. If you wouldn't mind following me, and they'll lead you upstairs to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Unlock it and allow you to enter.
Is Anna still there?
As the door opens, you hear her. And looking over to the bed, she's like fast asleep in there. The sheets are all kind of like thrown across.
If she's asleep, just like I thought. Thank you.
No problem.
Have a...
Please do look for the key. I hope it's not lost. Otherwise I will have to charge you a little extra.
No, I looked down and where I put it on the floor. Right here. I just...
Oh, perfect. I'm completely... didn't see that.
I left it in the room. Yeah, thank you. That's...
The door was locked. How did you...
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Enjoy your stay. If you need anything, I'll be at the front desk.
Thank you.
They'll turn and head back down the stairs. The room is yours.
Is there a sofa in the room? Any like furnishings and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there'll be a sofa near the fireplace, not dissimilar to the inn that you were at before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crash on the sofa and fall asleep.
Okay. So we'll say. Okay. Yeah. It's fairly late in the evening when you get there. But all the same, as you lay down, only a day having passed since you left the group. It's been an intense day. You've done a lot, and that exhaustion kicks in, and you just completely go unconscious almost immediately into a very comfortable sleep. Even though it's a sofa, it's a fairly comfortable sofa with a sheet thrown over you. You're able to get a nice evening's rest. And then you awaken the next morning. So the morning comes as light comes through the window, and you can hear the sound of business in the streets below. The fireplace is but embers now. You can hear a voice behind you as you rouse. Oh, morning.
Morning. How are you?
Fuck off.
There's water on the bedside table for you.
Yes, I saw it. I drank it all.
A whole jug.
Yes, well, I couldn't hold it down for very long.
Oh, for God's sake.
I need something greasy and filled with meat.
Well, I'm pretty sure there are places open for that. First, we've got to get home. You stink like shit.
Oh, no, do I have to?
Yes, we do. I'm not taking you out like that.
Oh, well, I'm sure I could just visit a public bath. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
No, we're going home. You're taking a bath there.
Is there a reason that you feel so required as to escort me home?
Just want to make sure you get there.
Fine, I'll go home and bathe there.
Alright.
But I want food on the way.
We'll pick.
Sounds good.
And your pay.
What? Oh,
Your pick, your pay.
It's not my money anyway. She grabs kind of her belongings, throws it over her shoulder in a bag, and...
Is there sick in the room?
Well, come on then! Is there what?
Sick in the room.
No, but as you go over to the jug, you do see, it's now filled with sick.
Oh, I feel so sorry for the person. I put down a gold piece and just,
Probably a good idea.
Yep.
With that, she's already ahead of you walking down the stairs. Well, come on then.
I thought you was meant to be hungover.
I am, and I'm desperate to get some food in me, so let's go, please.
Right, and I return the key as I leave.
Alright. As you head down, you pass the key back. I hope you had a pleasant day.
I'm so sorry.
Night, even.
And I just leave.
Confused look crosses his face as you head out onto the streets. And as you do, you see ahead of you a very busy craft side. If any of the sound actually wants to play, that would be good.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. So as you step out onto the streets, she immediately turns left and begins to head in the direction of the Royal Ward, or the gates to the Royal Ward.
Yeah.
But by Edwin Square, which I believe you were at an inn there, it's very busy over there. You can see that immediately she's being guided by the smell of something, and pushing through a group of people. You find yourself coming to a small sandwich stall, and she's already ordering something as you're up there, and you can see skillets of fried meats being flipped over, and she finds herself grabbing a baguette with what appears to be this very thick bacon inside, with a split sausage down it as well, coated in lard and butter. Same for you.
I'll just have a sausage roll if you have it.
A sausage in a roll or a sausage roll?
A sausage in a roll. Sorry. Thank you.
Excellent.
And I'm going to turn to Anna and go, so, did you read the letter that I left? Take that as a no.
One?
I'll take that as a no. The one where everyone in the group is meeting today?
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant when you were away that you sent a letter, but of course you didn't.
Uncalled for, but okay.
True, but
Well, I'm here.
whatever.
So yes, everyone is meeting, and that's why I want you to look your best and that's like shit.
Is my physical appearance that important?
Well, it's been what I've heard of, it's been a couple of.
I'm joking. I smell. I can smell it. I smell like
shit.
a tavern. Okay, well I wasn't going to go that far, but
So when did you start drinking that much? You could drink me under the table, and that's saying something.
I don't think it's that bad. And I don't do it every night.
Well,
I just
I
happen
hope so.
to go a little hard.
A little hard, and then there's a whole table full of empty jugs.
I don't need your judgment now, so.
I'm less judging, I'm more impressed, so I just wanted to know.
Oh, well, in which case then, I don't know, my beginner's luck, maybe?
No. Well, don't be doing it every night.
Yes, Father.
Hey, I'm not as bad as him, alright? Not yet,
Yes,
anyway.
I was joking.
Yes, and I can tell.
Yes, I can tell.
Oh.
And you both head back towards the 8th ward. as you pass through that final gate and in, you're greeted by the church guards that patrol that space, and you're able to head into the main building. She heads up to her room where she prepares herself to clean up. And yourself?
Because I'm wearing the same clothes I was yesterday, I'm going to clean up as well.
Alright.
Just try and find some nice casual clothes to wear in preparation of meeting everyone.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely can do that. So as you clean yourself up, refresh, and get yourself some clothes ready to meet, the time passes and you can see you did wake up. I mean, you didn't wake up like uber late, so you've got enough time before you think you're going to be meeting at midday, roughly.
I've got time.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look. How much do I have? That's 100. So 14 gold would be 140, right?
140 silver, yeah.
I just need to do some quick maths.
1 plus 1, that's 2. 2 plus 2, that's 3. Quick maths.
Plus 8. 6. Okay, yeah, I've got enough. I'm gonna go to. Is there like a jewellery store or like a store that sells like preferably 300 gold's worth of diamonds?
Gold worth of diamonds or diamond worth? Single diamond worth?
A single diamond worth that much.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what you know. Let's see. This is the right place. Yep. Alright, so yes, you know that in Craftside there is one of the more well-known ones, probably with the best kind of selection. In Craftside is a place called Garnet's Galore, which you've shopped in before. You've been there, where you've at the very least like been inside the shop, for whatever reason it might be. Very very good jewellery that do sell in precious gems and the like. If that is where you'd like to go.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Alright. So leaving the 8th Ward back towards Craftside, you find yourself heading onto we'll be on Gold Street. You find yourself heading onto Gold Street where you come upon this very elegant looking exterior of a shop. It obviously fits in with that similar Tudorish design of the rest of the buildings here, but there is almost very sharp edges to it. It just looks cleaner, and the framing on the windows seems to glisten, and upon closer inspection you can see that there are just small gems that have been made as part of the window framing, which kind of illuminates it with colour, almost like neon lights. But stepping inside the shop, you are greeted by a very beautiful interior. It is elegant. There is this polished stone floor with very low wooden shelves and glass cabinets that line the room in rows, and an individual that seems to kind of walk around in a very nice navy suit, who immediately spots you, and you can see them with that little monocle on their nose as they kind of waddle on over. Sir, welcome to Gardens Galore. How may I help you?
Yes, I'm just, I'm looking for, a diamond. That's
Of course you are, sir.
preferably worth around about 300 gold pieces, I'd say.
Ooh,
Yes.
a big spender.
I
Welcome,
guess you could say.
welcome. You are more than welcome to peruse our selection. You're just interested in diamonds, or can I interest you in anything else? I have
Just,
some wonderful golden necklaces
just,
imported from
just,
the Pelesian Isles, no less.
wow. Just a diamond for now. Maybe I'll look at the other stuff later.
Of course. If you wouldn't mind following me. He seems to head further up. We don't keep our gems on display, just our jewellery. But I can make an exception for an individual as elegant as yourself, sir. Just the diamond, correct?
Just the diamond, yes. That'd be great.
Very well. One moment, sir. And you see he pops through a door in the back. A moment later, he comes back out, and you can see at this point, I will inform you that there are like 3 other people in this room. They're just kind of like standing by the corners, keeping half an eye on you. They look like they're mercenaries. In as much as they might have been like hired by this shop. You can imagine it's a jewellery shop. Your mind flashes back to an event that happened.
The Pearl fucking event.
The old Pearl mishap, eh?
Yeah.
But he comes back through, and you can see he brings in a wide wooden box and places it on the top and unclips it. Sir, if you wouldn't mind, we have a range of diamonds here. Some cut, some uncut, all varying sizes and prices. And as you look in, you can see there are a number of different diamonds in here. Rather than making you go through the process of realising which one's worth which, you can see there are 2 quite like sizable palm-sized ones, which you would recognise as being worth 300. You see 3 that are worth 100 each. And you see a single one. It's a very large one. It's been cut and it is glistening. It is the largest in here by far, and you would need 2 hands to hold it. It is one worth 500 gold pieces.
Oh, I'm not picking that one. I'll pick one of the 300 ones. I'll have I point to one of the 300 ones. That one, if you don't mind.
Right. Actually, I'm going to take that back. It's not worth 500. This one's like 3,000.
Yeah,
I've misjudged. I misjudged the size of diamonds.
I'm not taking that one.
Oh, you estimate it. It might even be more. Who knows? The one that you're picking though is 300.
Yes, I'm not picking that one.
Yeah, but just in case you ever want to note, there is one there that is worth quite a lot.
Note to self: don't tell Aria, otherwise Farrakhan will get arrested.
Oh God. So, how many of the 300 are you taking? Just the one?
Just one.
Okay.
So I can only.
You can't revivify yourself. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah, you buy the diamond. Here you go, sir. And you can see he takes it out. Sorry, I'm doing his voice and I'm getting my face stuck in the position. I'm doing very nasally. Takes the he takes the diamond out and places it in a box, wraps it up and slides it across to you as he closes the other and places it underneath the counter as he goes about putting the gold in and judging that you've paid him the correct amount.
Yep. And I'm taking that money off me now. I'm now poor.
Alright.
Really should have kept all the money in a bag of holding, but oh well.
Look, Farrakhan got like 10k, so...
Oh, yeah, and that's why I should have kept the money that I had in the bag of holding. Yep. I'll do that.
Alright. So, what do you wish to do? Look, you're blue for some reason.
Before it's getting darker and darker.
Yeah, I'm messing with the light because I look blue. I still look kind of blue. Oh well, whatever.
Before I meet up with my friends, I'm gonna go back home, and I'm going to write a letter to Ferricata.
Okay.
And
Alright.
I will show you that letter after.
Okay. We'll make note that you're writing this letter today. Alright.
And is there a pigeon or carrier shop?
Yeah, there'll be a few of those in the city.
I'm gonna go over to the carrier, and I'm gonna go over to him, and I'm gonna be like, "Hi, yes, hi. I've got a strange request, like a very strange request, actually. If I don't come back tomorrow, say around evening time, please send off this letter to, where would it be to? Deep Bay.
So you're gonna go up to this place and give this letter in for it to be sent to Deep Bay.
Yes, if I don't come back tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, never mind. Okay, so as you go up to this, we'll say it's like a building. You can see there's like a. It looks fairly new. Like the building has recently gone through a renovation. You can see like at the top, like these rows of what look like cages on the top floor, through the top floor windows, with birds and all sorts that are moving through. As you open the door and head inside, you hear a voice from behind the counter. Welcome to the Dove House, the new Dove House. How can I...
Hello?
Oh,
What's wrong?
you.
Me.
Your lizard friend isn't with you, is he?
Oh! No, he's not with.
I don't want any trouble this time.
They're,
I don't want him talking to my birds again.
he's not here.
They had a coop afterwards. And not kind of coop that you get with birds, like a rebellion sort of coop. The other coop.
Well, that's a lot of information to take in. Don't worry, he's not around anymore. Well, with me anyway.
Good.
But I do have a. Before you freak out, I have a strange request.
God's not again.
No, it's just I've got this letter.
Mm-hmm.
It's. If I don't come back by tomorrow evening, send this letter off to Deep Bay for us. I want to hand deliver it myself, but obviously I'm busy. So if I don't come back to get the letter, I want it off to Deep Bay.
You want me to keep this letter until tomorrow,
And
and if you don't come back, then to send it to Deep
if
Bay.
I don't come back by tomorrow evening, then yes, send it off to Deep Bay.
That might be one of the least strange requests that I have received.
Oh. What kind of requests do you get?
Well,
Harry.
for one, I had a lizard folk who cut off one of his toes in front of me.
Yes, he did do that, didn't he?
Yes.
Is
Are you
that
sure he's not with you? I don't want him creeping in and cutting off something else.
I'm sure he's not here.
Excellent. Then we won't have a problem at all then. I will make sure that this letter is sent off to Deep Bay. Anywhere in particular? Do you have an address or...
I give him
just
the address for Lord Theodore's castle. It's out to Ferricard.
You want this to go to the High Lord of Deep Bay?
Yes, because my name is Alister de Alexander Arnold I.
I feel like I should know that name. You say it like it's an important name.
Oh yes, you're new here. I'm going to be running the Church of the Eight when I'm older.
Oh.
Yes. That's why I'm busy.
Interesting company that you keep, then.
Not anymore.
Oh. Well, I can't say I blame you. A very strange odd bunch, that.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Well, I will do your request. I will keep this letter until tomorrow. If you don't return, I'll send it off to High Lord Theodore in Deep Bay.
Yes, he'll know to give it to who I want.
I'm sure he will.
Oh, it's thank you. Do I give a payment now, or I won't be back tomorrow? I guess I give you a payment now.
Well, I will. If you don't return, in which case then yes, you'll have to put down some money
but
for
if
it.
I do return, do I get the money back, or?
Well, I might keep a small holding fee for the letter. 5 silver seems reasonable, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. And
For the holding, I mean.
Oh.
In terms of sending the letter, that will be 10 gold pieces. It's a fair distance, and the winds are mighty strong at the moment. Old Sandra, she never made it back from Foyful. I'm fine.
Yes, I'm sorry for your loss.
Such a wonderful raven. Such a character. She liked peanuts.
Okay, yes, I think. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. 10 gold, I said, right?
Yes, that's
My memory.
what you said, and I've just given 10 gold.
Excellent. Well, I'll keep this letter safe, and I'll send it tomorrow if you do not return.
Yes, tomorrow evening. I might be back late, that's all.
Sure. I shall do that.
Right. Goodbye. Hope you don't lose any other birds.
As do I. Business is quiet. And make sure to tell your friends. Alright.
I need to go to the toilet, so should we take a break there?
I was just about to say yes. So, as you head out, the time encroaches upon meeting at the Druid Park. And as that does so, we will take our break. Hello. And welcome back. So, where we had left off, I was about to say Ferricata there.
Yeah.
Alister. Alister had started by being in the headquarters, talking with Zinnia, then being offered the chance to speak with Chain, who offered some interesting words. Leaving, Alister then proceeded to head back to the inn where he had dropped off his sister, slept there overnight, and the following morning had gone home to get ready and made some purchases, including a diamond and a letter that should be sent to Deep Bay, a Deep Bay addressed to Ferricata should he not return the following evening specifically, to reclaim it. And that is where we pick up. So, midday is encroaching quickly as you standing streets of Craftside, what would you like to do, Alister?
Go home, see if Anna's ready.
Alright. So, heading home, as you get through the gates, you can see Anna is actually walking up already. In her kind of like, still fairly expensive clothing.
Yeah.
But meets with you.
Feel better now?
Morning. Yes.
There we go.
I feel better. Still a little sore, but...
Maybe no drinking tonight then.
I think I'll be the judge on that.
You ready?
Come on, let's go.
Yep, okay.
So the two of you leave the 8th Ward and venture through the Royal Ward itself, through Burntown or Burnton, and then up towards the Druid Park. As you enter the park, it's quiet. Yeah, it is quiet, but you do see there are groups within the park itself having lunch as midday is here. Couples having a romantic picnic and the like, but following the gravel path, you find yourself coming to the main fountain. And there around, kind of like sat along the edge of the fountain, you can see the group of friends all together, save one. As you spot them, Anna, very clearly excited by this prospect of everyone being together again, kind of quickly gets into a brisk jog as she heads over towards them. Daisy, Felix, Otto, it's good to see you. Sarah. They all begin to exchange pleasantries as you head up to greet them. Otto is the first to come up and pull you in for a hug.
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing well.
Father?
Doing well. He's doing great. Thank you.
That's good to hear. So everyone's here. Who would have thought?
Who'd have thought, eh? I never thought all of us would be together again.
Have you guys really not met up since 6 months?
Well, not 6 months, but it's been a while. It looks over towards Sarah.
Well, let's enjoy it while it lasts, shall we?
Aye. So what did you have in mind?
I don't know. What did we used to do when we hung out?
Well, some of that I don't think we can get away with anymore.
Why not?
Well, I suppose you are heir to the church.
Yes.
Maybe. Maybe you can.
Any damage that happens, I'm pretty sure my father will be more... not willing, but he would have to pay for, I'm guessing. Yes, I literally gestured to like everyone. So, how are you all doing? And I'm gesturing over, mainly to Daisy because I haven't met with her. Yeah.
As you gesture over towards her, I'm doing well, actually.
Yeah.
You?
Well, I'm doing better now that everyone's here. I've been on quite a goose chase, having to run around and find all of you in your own individual places.
Well, we all have lives now.
Yes.
A lot can happen in 6 months.
Can tell me about that. So, do you guys want to hear stories, or do you guys want to just goof off like we did?
I, for one, would like to hear the stories.
Very well. All gather around the campfire, and I make a little illusion of like a campfire. Like, I'll wait for all of them to sit down, like cross-legged.
Alright, all of them save Sarah sits down. She just kind of stands there.
Come on, Sarah, sit down. What's the worst that can happen? Come on. You promised.
Fine.
There we go.
I'll sit.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And I'm going
So they all sit down.
And using magic, I'm going to elegantly tell them the story of Ferracata and our journeys around the Restless Coast. The more like Alister at the forefront of it, like I'm the main character, basically. I did everything cool. I said everything
Fair
witty.
enough. I'm the one that killed
Yes,
that spore dragon.
Yes, me. Maybe
I'm the one that burnt down Soul City.
Maybe not that. Maybe like there's a bit of inconsistencies there to when I actually told it to Anna, but who knows. Yeah, I spent like the next hour or so just telling them all that story.
Alright. So, as you spend that time telling the story, they seem infatuated with the tales that you weave. The attitudes among them are, varied. Some of them are, like, really enthralled with it. Some are kind of like, you could see a look of, like, I don't know how true that is. And Sarah in particular, you can tell that she is interested, but she feigns disinterest. Sort of,
Just to see how well I did it, I rolled a 12 in performance.
12 performance. Yeah. Some of it, not all of it, is as believable as you'd like to make it out. I mean, some of the things you're talking about in and of itself are fantastical. You're not quite sure how much of it is believed, but you get the feeling that they understand the relationship of Ferracata and some of the not so wonderful sides of it, but they listen to the tale. They're interested enough.
And so I ended up back here, David, on the next leg of my adventure.
As you finish with that last little bit of the tale, Daisy and Otto kind of clap their hands.
Thank you. Oh, fuck. So?
Sarah says, I take it that there is a reason beyond just meeting up again for the sake of meeting that you've called us here.
Actually, no. I just wanted to see you all again.
Really?
Yes. What do you take me for? A liar?
Well, I didn't say that, did I? I merely was suggesting that you needed our help with something.
No. Not anymore.
Not anymore. See?
Yes.
I was right.
But I came to that conclusion after I got you all to meet up.
So what did you need our help with that you don't need our help with anymore?
Oh, I just thought I'd need some more tips to be on even more awesome than I already am, but then I realised I am already the most awesome person in the world.
Roll me a deception check if you're even trying.
16. Oh, no, it could have been another natural 20 as well.
It could have been. What could have been, eh? You may be very good at telling stories, Alister, but that is a load of shit.
But you don't think I'm awesome?
Well, I thought that was a given, to be honest.
It's not very nice to speak to how he speaks to the air of the Church of the Eight.
Oh, come on, come on, Seth.
I'm joking.
There's not necessarily a reason
Look,
why we have to.
I might have to leave suddenly again. Like I said, I've got the whole of the Restless Coast to meet up with.
That's a shame.
I wanted to meet you all before. And let you know this time. I know I made that mistake last time.
Well, I appreciate it.
I did miss you guys. I hope you realise that.
I think we missed you too.
You think?
Well, I can't speak for everyone.
Oh, look.
Sarah rolls her eyes.
Did you miss me, Sarah?
Daxton, I swear. The lack of your presence was distressing. That's the closest you're getting.
That's all I needed to hear. But no, I just wanted to meet you all. Hang out like this. Again.
Why do I get the feeling this might be a long goodbye?
Last time I was gone, it was 6 months, and we only got, like I said, 2 of the post in. Next up is, well, after Dayford, it's gonna be the Drakenloft Isles. It's no mean.
The Draken,
Yes,
you're
I
seriously
know,
gonna go there.
Travel the Restless Coast. Might as well not leave one place off just because of rumours. And hey, if we go there...
Rumours?
Yes, I know. I've told you I've been in a shit battle with them. But there is a reason. I'm not just going there to be stupid.
Tell us.
Well, I wanted them to join the Alliance.
You want a nation of plunderers and murderers to join your alliance?
Yes. I mean, how did you think us from Dayford started out here when we first arrived on the coast? Before we made alliances with this Scale Skins. And...
Alister, I'm a baker, not a historian.
Very well, yes. Look, it's worth a shot. If that. And hey, if they do join the Alliance, maybe there'll be less raids. Maybe business will pick up. Maybe some of you might be even able to visit sometime. It might be nice, who knows? I don't know, I haven't been there.
I can't lie, I'd like to I'd like the chance to actually sail and see the rest of the coast myself.
Yes, there we go, thank you.
Maybe if they're part of this alliance.
Yeah, that's what...
Might be good for business, right? Like, at least every trader wouldn't be coming in with arrows riddled on their hulls.
Exactly. And plus, well...
I once saw someone sailing in with half a ship.
Describe this man.
I mean, kind of scrawny. Not a lot of teeth. Weird patchy beard.
Is he describing the What's the sailor's name
He
again?
could be. He could be. Someone dipshit.
Oh,
Some dipshit.
yes, him. He's the one that got me here, actually.
Oh, well, I couldn't imagine anyone else surviving sailing the coast.
Oh, yes. Well, we haven't even got them on board yet, and after that, we need to make sure they all play nice and actually work together.
Well. The Daxton being a politician.
I know, who would have thought
Sarah
it?
says.
Who would have thought it? I'm not alone. I'm not very good at talking to politicians. Mainly let's the other one I described, Eridel. Do that for me and I sort of step in when she needs help. She's really good at that. The whole politician.
She royalty? Or nobility, perhaps?
In a kind of way, yes. It's weird. The rest of the close is really weird compared to David. A lot of different things.
Well, I don't think any of us have ever left, so...
Well, who knows? Maybe once this alliance happens, we might be able to leave sometime. Maybe even on a little
well,
holiday.
I can't speak for everyone, but I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
Shame.
Well, I'd like I said, I want to leave. I want to see. I want to do what you do.
Hopefully less dangerous than what I do.
Yes, hopefully less dangerous, but to see the world, it must be great.
Oh, gives me an idea. What do you all want to do, say once all of this is over, and you're allowed to do whatever you want? What would you like to do?
Anything?
Yes, and this question is open to the whole group. I gesture to everyone.
Oh, I'd like to see the docks of Deep Bay. I hear that all sorts of travellers and traders go through there.
Yes, it's a very weird one. People are allowed to use magic there as well, so you see all kinds of different things.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'd still go. Can't be all bad, right?
Oh, it's definitely not. It's truly something else, I'll give it that. Probably even safer than here, to be honest. It's weird.
I think I would. I'd love to go to Val-Aeria, see the Grand Temple to Lu. It's supposed to be the best theatre. I'd like to see a show there.
Show. Do you have any in mind? Your favourites?
I don't know. Anything really. I mean, I'd love to perform there, but I mean, that's...
I mean, you're young. You live right next to a theatre.
but I'm not good enough for that.
Have you tried?
I'm a baker. I was born a baker.
Yes,
My
but
surname's Baker, and I'll be a baker.
Baker rhymes with actor, in a weird way. It doesn't. I just realised that. But it sounds like actor.
And literally not in a single way does baker rhyme with actor.
It sounds like actor. Baker, actor, kind of. What I'm saying is you should give it a go before you give up on it. I never thought I'd leave... Oh, David. I thought I'd be stuck in my room for my entire life. And yes, I know my circumstances is a lot different to yours. I've got that in mind, but... If my parents allow me to leave David, I'm pretty sure yours wouldn't mind a spot of acting on the side.
Well, I suppose...
As long as you keep making that bread as good as you do.
And this players are on an audition, so maybe I'll...
Give it a go. Who knows, maybe instead of watching the performance there, you'll actually be in it.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Sarah?
Like I said, I'm perfectly content staying right where I am.
So you wouldn't want to go anywhere on holiday? Visit any place at all? Nothing that piques your interest?
Well, I have heard there's a prefecture on the southwest of the Pearl Isles. That sounds nice.
I do want to go to the Pearl Isles. I know a guy from the Pearl Isles. Kensei. Do you remember him? Mask.
From your story?
Yes, Mask guy.
Oh yeah.
He's real. He's not from a story. He's from there. Like, if I do meet up with him, I might have to go there eventually. Tell you what it's like. If we do.
Well, I'd listen to you if
Might
you
even
tell
buy
me.
you a souvenir if you're nice.
Alister, have I told you how handsome you are lately?
Not enough, no.
Good.
Daisy?
Oh, Alister, I don't... I just want to see that all of you get to live your dreams, really.
Yes, but what's your dream? Come on, if Sarah can tell us what she wants for the future, I'm pretty sure you can.
I just want to see everyone safe. It's a stupid dream, I suppose, but
No, it's understandable.
I don't have any big fantasies like all of you.
It doesn't have to be.
I'm content in what I do, and really I worry that this war is going to reach us.
Well, hopefully I'm one of the stupid people who's trying to stop it.
Well, hopefully you'll be one of the stupid people that succeeds. I hope.
As do I. No, it's wanting everyone safe is not stupid. I can guarantee you that. It's quite nice, actually. And last, but certainly.
Sorry, I've just seen someone's. I've seen May just going campaign 2 character Otto.
We've had Otto say that, haven't we? Say he wants to travel.
Yeah.
And last but certainly least, Anna.
Well, firstly, fuck you, Alister, and secondly. It's been so long since I've even thought about having a real dream. You know, when your parents outline what you will do, there's very little room to think of what you'd like to do.
What's the first thing that jumps into your mind when you think of it?
Nothing.
Go on.
No, you're going to
No.
think it's stupid.
Well, I was going to think it's stupid whatever you say, but go on.
I'd like to be a professional fighter. Yes,
Sorry,
I said
fighter.
it was stupid.
Fighter.
Yes, look, as much as I hate
Bare hands or weapons?
all weaponry, like I don't want to say gladiator because that sounds silly, but I hate the lessons that mother insisted that I do, but I do enjoy the fighting. It's a thrill, really. I'd like to do it.
Fighter. You learned anything then?
I'd say that I'm pretty good. Why? You're looking to test
I
me?
stand up. Go on then. You've got an audience. Show me what you've learned.
Believe me, Alister, nothing would give me more pleasure than to punch you in the face, but
You couldn't
I'm
if
not
you
gonna do
tried.
it. Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
You goading little fuck.
Yep. Intimidation.
Yep.
That's a dirty 20.
Alright. She's gonna swing.
Oh.
Alright. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure on that. Alright, give me 1 second.
No worries.
Let's see here. Alright. 16 to hit.
Just hits.
Alright. You see the movement coming, but you don't react in time, taking a half a step back to try and like move out the way. She moves with a strength and speed that you weren't expecting, and suddenly poof, you're clapped across the jaw and you like tumble down to the ground for a second. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ow.
Like, you're the one that asked me to do it.
Yes.
So really this is your fault.
Well, you can definitely throw a punch. Who knows? Maybe that dream does have some merit after all. Fuck.
Maybe. Maybe. Well, we've all said ours, so now it's your turn.
That wasn't part of the deal.
It is now.
Who said who?
And everyone, you hear like a unanimous mumbling and nodding.
I don't know. It's fairly.
That's not a good enough answer.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to annoy some of you when I say it.
What? Just say it.
Just want a normal life. None of this nobility shit. None of this pressure of having to do this and that to hold up your name. Don't get me wrong, I go to, I fucking love you, but you're the only one in the family that I love. If I could just take...
Feeling is mutual. Honestly.
If I could take the...
We are being honest.
Yeah. I could take the Daxon name, throw it away and give me whatever normal Joe last name there is out there, and then to have a normal life. There won't be any judge of who I hang out with, who I see romantically, or any pressure of what I want to be. You know, just like a normal house in a normal village somewhere, nice and peaceful. And I know it's rich coming from a rich guy who has come from a lot of money, saying he wants to be normal. But no. I guess we crave what we don't have. That's my dream. My dream is to be a normal person with a normal life. Normal friends. Or normal friends, I should say. No pressure.
There's a silence that kind of holds with the group before Sarah says, You know, when I said that answer, it wasn't actually good enough. There's kind of a groan. I understand what you mean. I may not be the heir to a church, but I certainly know what it means to carry a name. I really know what it means to carry a name.
Pretty shit, isn't it? That's pressure.
It is pressure. But sometimes we can't avoid our circumstances. There are those that will choose to step away from that, and others that will step up and face that. Maybe one is not right and one is not wrong. Perhaps they both have equal merit. I suppose that's your decision to choose.
I've already made my choice on what I'm going to do. I guess for an achievable dream, I'll just say I want this bloody war to be over, and everyone to be safe.
I think we can all agree on that, Alister. And again, there's like nodding of heads.
Anyway, what do you guys want to do next? I've been away for quite some while. Is there any new places to go? New things to do?
So what I'll say is that as you ask that question, they kind of like mention a few different things. Like they mentioned that the last time they met, they went to they just went to like a very quiet little bar and had a drink. Like the last time they all really met up, which was after the news about Robin, and that was the last time. But was there anything you'd like to particularly do with them?
Nothing in particular. Just want to spend the day. And like, I did have a plan with them, but obviously things have changed, so I just want to spend the day with them.
Okay. So, if you wish to go and do that, that's fine. However, it is that you choose that, whether it be having a quiet drink in an establishment, spending the day in the park, perhaps skating along the ice of the frozen river.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That does sound fun. Maybe that is what you do. You have a day that you will remember for a long time. It's been a very long time, as you obviously know, or at least what feels like a very long time, since you've had this experience with these old friends, people that you've known your whole life. And since you've been on the coast, journeying anyway, with Veracata, this is a time where you really kind of feel distant from the problems, both within that group and the problems of the world. And for those few hours that you spend together this afternoon, feels good, feels cleansing. And as the sun begins to set, and you know that you have somewhere that you have to be, that feeling does creep back. The realisation of what's going on the coast, the thoughts about Alister and what you'll have to do here in the city, the decision that you have to make and don't have a lot of time to make it. What do you do as
I wait for
you begin to part ways?
I wait for the group to naturally like say goodbye and everything like that.
A few of them like leave a little earlier than others.
Yeah.
You know that Felix has a shift kind of closed down in the later of the afternoon. The others kind of make their way separately, leaving you and Otto as the last to see kind of gives you a final embrace. I will see you again, right? This isn't goodbye forever. Promise me.
I'll see you again. In whatever way I need to.
Alright.
Hope you're doing well, and I hope you get to achieve your dreams. And I hope your father's doing well as well.
Yeah. You too.
I'm taking him for one last hug.
Alright, I'll take it. And you can see in his eyes that it just feels like something's off. Like he knows something ain't right. It's an instinctive thing.
Don't worry about me. I've been on the coast for the last 6 months. What's so scary about David? Except for my parents. And Sarah.
Nothing that I can think of.
Exactly.
Take care, Alister.
You too.
And with that, he'll slap you on the shoulder, turn and disappears between the buildings.
So is everyone gone now? Everyone away?
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a check to make sure I'm not being followed.
Absolutely.
So 10.
Alright, 10.
Yep.
You glance around, slightly paranoid, but as the darkness begins to encroach and twilight sets in, you find it difficult to see if there's anyone down any alleys as you begin to walk, presumably towards Alister Shan's house.
Yeah.
But as far as you can tell, there's no one following you.
As I get to Alister Shan's place, I'll send a message being like, I'm outside. Let's go over the plan. Sent. Sending.
Alright. So as you send a message out, there is a response. Excellent. I will meet you at the house, if you so wish.
I'm going
We could
to
journey together.
gonna take out the recording piece, put it in my pocket.
Alright.
I would have.
The recording piece is in there.
I would have learned how to set recording on it.
Sure, yeah. We'll say that you can do that. And I'm going to say that it's not going to require like something verbal in that moment because otherwise
He would know.
Eridel would have known.
Eridel would have known.
Alright, so with that,
I'm gonna take a little piss because I'm nervous as fuck.
alright.
I take a nervous piss.
Alright, so I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick 5 minute just to go to the toilet and then we'll be back. Hello, welcome back.
Oh god.
Where we left off, you had your conversation with your friends as twilight even encroached, and you are now arriving at Alister Shan's house. As you will say, for the sake of brevity, you head in through the gate into the main building, where you can see Alister Shan is waiting for you.
Is he sitting at a table or is he standing?
I'd say he's standing, waiting for you in the hallway as you arrive.
Ready to go through the plan?
Yes, I am. Oh. Yes. Are you?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Will here suffice, or?
Yes, and then I motion over to the table. Take a seat.
Very well.
I get out the
He walks over.
tea again.
Oh, what a wonderful idea.
Oh.
And put the kettle on.
What, is he asking me to put the kettle on, or is he saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I'll put the
justice to you.
kettle on.
Alright, so the long dining table He sits again at one end as you go over to the fireplace along the long wall. After having filled the kettle with water from one of the faucets, putting it over the fireplace.
I make sure we've all both got a cup of tea.
There's a silence that passes as you wait, and eventually you hear the whistle of the kettle as eventually the water boils and you pour the tea out.
Both take a
Sliding one
seat.
across. Hot but delicious.
I actually take a sip of the tea this time.
It is wonderful tea. Very floral.
Oh, this is nice.
Yes, it is a shame you hardly touched yours yesterday.
Yes, I sort of made it and then realised I wasn't thirsty. A bit too eager to get to conversation. Bit of a shock knowing that, well, knowing what my father knows, I guess.
Yes.
Right. So, if my father finds out you're the traitor, it will be bad. Then yes, I'm guessing.
Oh, yes, it will.
As soon as I
It would
start,
be devastating.
as I say that line, I click to record and then put both my hands
Okay.
on the cup.
I'm gonna.
Yep.
I need to make me a sleight of hand check. I'm gonna give you advantage because you're doing this under a cover, under a table. But this is like moving it. Okay.
13.
Okay. I have a sheet for him, so.
He's definitely gonna fucking see that shit.
Oh, mate. Yep, there it is. Is it going to open? It might take me a second to open, it looks like.
If it doesn't open, he fails.
Been a bit slow.
If it doesn't open, he fails.
I've heard that. I've heard that's fact, right?
Yeah, obviously.
If the sheet doesn't open, it fails.
Yeah.
That goes for you as well.
I've got my sheet open anyway. I'm rolling.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that was an insight. I don't think I rolled. Oh. It's not an insight, it'd be a perception check. You're going to hate that. You're going to hate that. Actually, it'd be his passive perception. I take that back. It'd be his passive perception. Oh.
Yeah, he's
How?
a cleric, isn't it?
How?
He's a cleric, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just... Yeah, but... I feel like I'm missing out on something how he's got... I can't really tell you. I can't really say anything because it'll ruin it, but... As you, like, reach down and gesture, like, something, like you're moving your arm, like you're slipping, like your hands are shaking, the nervousness is beginning to get to you, and you find yourself, like, fiddling with it as you're
Jesus
trying to, like,
Christ.
activate it.
Okay, in a fucking
And
background.
you can see, you can see as he takes a sip, he's, like, looking at you right in the eyes, and then just look straight down to where your hand is under the table. You're shaking, Alister.
I'm just nervous, that's all.
Why?
Well,
What do you have to be nervous around me for?
less is about you and more about the plan going wrong, I guess. Plan goes wrong, my father finds out you're the traitor and we're both screwed.
Roll me a deception check. He's gonna actively incite this now, though.
Yep. 23.
23?
Yep.
23. Oh, fuck. That would be something to be worried about. But I can see more troubles your mind. You were not as nervous about this yesterday when we talked about it. In fact, when you suggested the plan. What's changed, Alister? You can talk to me, son. You know that.
It's just the thought of losing it all, I guess.
Losing it all?
Not just the cult, but also I met up with my friends today. If it comes out that you're a member of this cult, it will come out that I'm also a member of this cult naturally, and well, it'll all go shit.
Which is precisely why we should act swiftly.
Yes, and that's why I'm eager to get this plan sorted now. Get it in motion as fast as possible.
Of course. I could not agree more.
Oh, fuck. Oh, why are you turning down the music?
Because I'm getting a little bit more of a...
Roll 20, why'd you have to be so cruel?
Tell me, Alister, before we go into our plan. Seems you've had a rather enlightening experience on your travels. You seem like a much stronger person. Your capabilities have grown, that is undeniable, but you are different, and I like this new you.
What you like about this new me?
The confidence, the dedication.
Well, before we go in the plan, I guess I could say that traveling the coast is, well, lots of different places, a lot of different people. I thought the cult was full of many different people and from all walks of life, but there are many more out there.
Indeed there are.
Being able to see their powers, their abilities, their life, how they do things is a lot different to how my parents were to do things, I guess.
And how do you feel about these other ways of doing things?
Some of them good, some of them bad, I guess. I like in that debate you can use magic willingly. Don't like the fighting pits of Clanlands, I guess. Is it bad? I just don't like that leadership overall. Leader through fear rather than what the people want.
Yes, fear can be a very useful tool.
Yes, but if you lose fear, and you're using that to lead when the people no longer fear you, you no longer have power. Would you agree?
Completely.
Yes, just many different people, many different abilities. I've learned a lot. Dare I say, might have actually spoken to Yakufa as well. Or he spoke.
Is that so?
Or he spoke to me, I should say. It might have been a dream. I don't know, but it was when I was sleeping, so it could have been a dream.
Dreams are not to be disregarded so easily, Alister. They can be incredibly powerful and telling experiences. Divine, even. For one such as yourself to have experienced such It's fascinating. And telling of your strength
Yes.
and growing divination.
Well, like you said, you have a plan for how you're going to overthrow the Church of the Eights. That you will only tell me when I'm stronger.
Of course.
So I wish to achieve that strength.
Good. Might I know what your conversations with this divine were, even?
It was only brief flashes. Showed me a river with many different faces on them. Faces I recognized, those of my parents, then my friends, and then the members of the cult, and then you. And they said, do not, or along the lines, it's been a while now. He said, remember, I taught you your powers. Trust in them. Another one, I was being chased by the undead, and then Yakufa appeared, lifted up his hand, and the bright light came out, and all the undead vanished. And he said, you now have this power. And then the other times I used commune. And I asked him questions.
You commune.
Yes, I have the ability to, as do many other people who worship different gods. Do they not?
What exactly did you commune about? I'm eager to learn your...
It was less about the Kufa and everything else, so it's more about, do I trust the people that I'm with at a point. A lot has happened and tensions were high. So I asked the only person I knew I could trust at the time. He gave me the answers that were true. That I could, but in the end I'd need to leave them.
Roll me a deception check.
I mean, I'm telling them the truth.
That's for all of that.
I'm telling them the
all of that.
truth, man.
Are you?
Yeah, somewhat. I'm telling them, like, the visions that I saw were truthful. What I was communing with Kufa is the truth.
It didn't sound like you were telling the truth.
I mean, yeah, it was.
It sounded like
the river,
half-truth.
the valleys, all of that. Said what you said.
What you said about him specifically was not true.
Oh, was it not? I thought I saw him in a dream.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. Right.
Do you remember what
I thought it was.
I
thought it was literally that what I told him.
No.
Oh shit! Well,
I'm pretty sure it was the exact opposite of that.
Oh. Fuck. Well then.
Do you know what? I thought at the time maybe you'd had a reaction, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh well.
Alright, in which case then, I'm not going to make you roll a deception check there, but what I'll... Okay. I'm not going to make you roll a deception check as part of that then, because you believed that you were saying the truth there. That doesn't necessarily mean you're out of the woods.
Yeah, no, obviously. Shit. I should really start taking fucking notes. Fuck. That could have fucked me.
That might have been a thing at the time anyway, but that aside, he, like, as you say that, he is just like beaming at you. Like, you have his full attention.
Yes, there's I guess my communes with him.
There is only one other that has been able to commune. I believe you know of whom I speak.
I believe it is Che, yes?
Yes.
Well, he did say that I was a child of a gift to the coast to help save
Prophecy.
it. Yes.
Yes.
So maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe that's why.
Indeed. Perhaps you have been gifted by our Dark One as the next prophet. Tell me. They seemed to instruct you to listen to your master, to learn from them, to keep to their teachings, you said. In this dream, you mentioned that they had mentioned me, that you had seen me, and had spoken. Am I this master? Do you presume?
That's what I took from it. But as you know, the spirits don't speak in, well, how we speak.
They do not.
They show you things and you take what you believe to be true.
Indeed.
And that's how I took it, I guess.
Did this experience tell you anything more about my son?
No, not that I know of. Is there more I should know?
Not at all. I would simply like to know if my destiny had been revealed to you. It would be nice to know.
Unfortunately not, no. Like I said, I didn't even know my destiny before today. Well, yesterday, the meeting with Shane.
What else have you learned from your communications?
Unfortunately, that is all the communication I've had. That is all I've taken from it.
That is
that's a deception check. That's a deception check. So that's definitely not all of it. Fuck me. Where's the fuck is deception? Dirty 20.
Okay. He's like beaming with intensity at you right now over this dinner table.
Yeah.
Pulls the cup down and places it on the table. What else? What else?
You haven't dulled one bit, have you?
Speak, son.
Do you not trust me?
I think that you have gifts for keeping secrets. And this is my home. Have I not taught you in the ways? Shown you the path that you have gathered this power?
You have.
I think I deserve A little more respect.
What is it that you wish to know?
What else you had learned or been told in your communications? It could be very important.
No, I actually have to remember. Jesus. The reason I didn't tell you this is because it goes against what we have led to believe, and I did not believe it myself at the time. And I not fear, but well, I believe that you would not believe it if I would speak it. When I was in Deep Bay, at a low point in the adventure, I went alone to a church. And in that church, without using commune, without doing anything really, Ukufa came to me. And he told me some information that, like I said, I did not believe it at the time, and I thought I was just hallucinating. He told me that his spirit is intertwined with my soul, just as is Chains, or like Chains said it is with him. To this day, I still don't know if it was true or not. That's why I didn't say anything. That's why I didn't speak it, because, well, who knows what could happen if that gets out.
That must have been rather distressing to hear.
Yes. I do not wish to remember it, that's why I did not mention it.
And how do you feel about that? This information.
I do not know. Chain is the leader of the cult of the Scythe. He has his wishes, and I have mine. If I to complete the mission that you betrayed me for, well, I do not know whether this information will change that. I can tell by your reaction that's exactly why I did not want to tell. You seem distressed, lost.
I am merely fascinated. To be told such information. This must be the effect of some sort of illusion.
You think I was trapped into believing this?
Perhaps.
Who would do that? No one knew about my alliance.
There are creatures beyond our comprehension in this world.
See,
the multiverse is a concept of which we know very little.
I've heard that before. So you do not think it is true that what I saw was merely a figment that someone else showed me.
I think that you are impressionable. Perhaps your imagination has escaped you. Or misinterpretation, perhaps. As you said, you have traveled far and met many, many interesting and different people. It could be that their mindsets have influenced your own. Who else have you told about this?
Just you.
I think that's going to be a deception.
21.
21. It's going to be the roll. Yeah. 21.
21. Like I said, I did not know if it was true.
Whoever you have told could be in a great deal of danger. Whom have you told? I can sense your anxiety.
They're not here anymore, if that's what you're saying. They're not in David, that I know of. It was a member of the group that I travelled with.
Fellow Carter.
Just one
Yes.
member.
You've got awfully close with them to reveal such secrets.
6 months is a long time when you're fighting side by side with people that you trust your life with.
It is not just your life you are trusting in them. Remember, your brothers and sisters are here, Alister. Your family. This information changes things.
It does.
Yes. It means you could be compromised.
What do you mean?
It means that whether it is your decision, conscious or not, or whether you are being manipulated by an external factor, your perception on your faith could be warped.
How is me seeing you Kufa warping my perception of faith? If anything, it made my connection with my faith stronger.
Because shame is alive.
Wait, did he say is a lie?
Is alive.
Oh.
And he is the prophet.
But he also said.
For now.
He also said I was the child of the child prophet of prophecy.
Child of prophecy.
Yes.
Yes.
So would it not stand to reason that I too could share in some of his power?
There are those of us which feel the power of a Kufa. But none but he have bared witness. should... Well, actually, no, I'll see that. Hold on. Oh, I'm actually going to need to look at something real quick.
Alright.
Hopefully it's the sheet. Might take a quick second to load.
Oh, a minute.
There was a knock at the door.
Yeah.
I'm guessing something good just happened. Is it football?
A 4-2.
Yeah.
An Arsenal win.
Team scored twice.
It's a good feeling now. Crush me.
As he says that, you pick up. He's not quite telling you the whole truth.
If you want me to tell the truth of which I have, I'd very much appreciate it if you tell me the truth.
I see that you have learned your perceptive ways. Well, there are others.
Like me. And Shane.
Yes. In a manner of speaking.
What do you mean? This is important now.
Yes, it is. Jane sensed turmoil in you.
Are you trying to change the subject?
I am getting some background information.
Like I said, 6 months is a long time. I've seen a lot of stuff. What's on my adventures? If you think for a second that I'm going to throw whatever family that I have away, you're wrong. The fact that I'm even thinking that you would do that says a lot. You said I have changed a lot, but there's a lot that I still don't know about you. You've been teaching me from the age of 13. You've taught me not just how to use magic, but the ways of which our religion works, the lies that we have been told, and yet you still do not tell me the full truth. I think it's been years since I found out what happened to Robin. Did you not think to tell me that? You were one of the few people that knew that I loved her, and you were the reason that she died. Did you not think to tell me that? When I got pushed at the door into the cold and I saw you at Deep Bay, you did not tell me the reason for your meeting, even though it's to do with the plan. And yet, every time you see me, you say I've got great potential, that I have grown in power, yet you refuse to tell me the plan of what we are going to do in the future. And heck, you even refuse to tell me this plan that we have right now. Since the age of 13, I have trusted you with my life, and yet you do not tell me anything. I've been around people that have told me their secrets, that have told me their story, that have told me what they want to do in the future. And that is the one thing that I realized I did not get from you, my father. So I think it's about time you tell me what you really think. If not, I'm not leaving the cult, but I will definitely be leaving here.
You are filled with such hatred.
Yes, and that is the turmoil that you wished so much to know about. Are you happy?
No.
And why did you want to know?
Because, Alister, I care for you deeply.
And why don't you tell me anything? Why do you look at me with a distrusting eye? Ever since I've entered this house, you've done nothing but look at me like I'm lying to you.
Because you have been
I
lying.
don't know the whole truth. I am confused. I am scared. That is what I am. I am not lying to you.
Then show me what is in your pocket. You take it out?
Yeah, throw it out on the table.
Did you use it to record?
As soon as he found
You
out.
said you were like activating it.
Yeah,
right?
as soon as I saw him look down, I didn't. Yeah. It's a joke.
is this?
It's a joke thing. As one of my companions saying that she's sorry and she never apologizes, I thought it'd be funny to show my friends. I haven't seen for 6 months, let me tell you that.
Stands up and walks along the length of the table, slowly, each
Yep.
footstep careful and precise. Picks it up. How do I activate it? I want to hear this joke.
I don't know how to activate it.
I'm sorry. Or whatever it is she says.
Yeah. That's her apologizing. I was gonna show you before you started to distrust me.
Roll me a deception check right now.
Yep.
Is that a deception? Alister.
You know what? You can do whatever you want with the plan. I can tell you do not trust me. Go ahead with it. Like I care. All I want to do is have a meeting with the king and leave. Goodbye, Alister Shan. I'm going to walk down.
You cannot leave so easily, Alister.
Says who?
Says me.
Are you going to stop me?
The door is there. But what you are leaving behind will haunt you.
I'm not leaving the cult, Alister Shan. I'm just leaving Dayford. Like you forced me to all those years ago. All those months ago.
I certainly hope change sees it that way. I will fight in your corner, Alister, as I always have. Even as you lied to me in my own home. How it burns me so, Alister.
And you haven't told me the whole truth in my entire life. How do you think that burns me? We both have our secrets. As does everyone.
I have not lied when I say that you will find out.
Then why won't you tell me? Say it. I want you to hear. I want to hear you say it.
Because you are not ready.
"7 years. I've known you. 5 of those. But I've been a member of the cult. Yet I am still not ready.
Your journey has only just begun, Alister. Patience, son, patience. I want nothing more than to see you succeed.
And yet,
To see you sit on that throne.
The words that you said make it sound like the cult is gonna kill me. You say, I hope Chain sees it that way, and yet he has seen me be a child of prophecy. Sounds like you're gonna say something to him that would make him distrust me. Want me gone.
No, Alister.
And what is it?
I think that you have spent your time around murderers and thieves too long.
Isn't that what the cult is? Murderers, thieves, people who have lost their way in life. I've been around them. Heck, I've been around it since I was born. My parents, they're definitely murderers. They've gone to war. They've sent people to their deaths. I've been around them my entire life.
These are people of change.
Oh, I thought they were people of Yakuza, not Chain.
Change. They once had their fallacies, their flaws, but in becoming something else, their past is gone. As is yours, Alister. You forfeited your true heritage. When you joined us, you know this. You abandoned the notion of what an Axton is because you believed what they were doing was wrong.
And I still believe that. I distrust my
Then
parents.
we are not enemies.
But you don't tell me anything, so I am starting to distrust you. Like I said, 7 years, and I still don't know shit. Is there even a plan?
Yes.
Then what is it? This is a lot. I'm about to walk out.
It doesn't stop you.
Yep.
Out into the cold air. The door slam behind.
Yep.
It's freezing and you can see it's beginning to snow.
Could have gone a lot better, but a lot worse.
It went very interestingly though.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost a fucking skull piece as well. I lost a meme. For fuck's sake. Did I see him touch it and like activate the recording?
He activated it. You told him how to activate it. He activated it.
Did he activate the recording? Or did he start it?
No, he activated the sound.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and straight into my parents.
Alright. Okay. So
This is where it's all come to. What will I choose?
As you leave Alister's house and back to the 8th ward, the freezing cold night air biting at your skin, you may have just survived a terrible ordeal, but it didn't go swimmingly either. Exactly where you stand with Astershan the cult is a little unknown right now.
Oh, I think I know where it's gonna go after this.
But as you approach the main temple of the 8th ward, we'll end the session there.
Oh,
It's
shit.
getting very late.
Yep. Why can't I roll better?
Yep.
Why is was his insight lower or higher than you thought?
I'm not telling you.
So you were like, how is that possible?
I'm not telling you.
He obviously
You have to ask me at the end of the campaign.
obviously saw it, so that was just that.
Yeah, all I'll say is, not a single one of those lies went through.
Oh yeah, I
single one.
fucking guessed. Jesus Christ.
You rolled so high on it though, but he rolled higher.
23 didn't even work. Fuck me.
Nope.
That's what I get for.
He just rolled particularly high that time though.
That's what I guess for trying to fucking lie to someone who's known me my entire life.
Alright, well, that was a very calm ending, to be honest, but a very satisfying one.
I'm still alive somehow.
Somehow you're still up. So before we end for the evening,
it's a good plan. It just went to shit.
Exactly. We're gonna just do a couple of shout outs again. Hayden, do you wanna do this?
Oh, what?
Do you wanna try it?
I don't.
I'll fill in any gaps. You just have to say. I'll put the things in.
Wait, what? Put what? I'm so lost. What? Say goodbye.
Yeah, add something to the post-it note. Yeah. To some of the shout outs. We're gonna just shout them out at the end.
Oh, what? Everyone.
You might not have been here. Yeah, we started doing it again at the end.
Okay.
We'll start with Sam.
Make sure we follow Sam at SamJKP on his Twitch. He plays Pokemon mainly, but he obviously does some other stuff when other stuff comes out. If you want to join his wonderful little community he's got over there, that's we all at Dirty 20 are a part of, feel free to join in on his Twitch at SamJKP. We've also got our lovely Mitch in, is it Lambert Rain?
It is Lambert Rain.
Lambert Rain. Yep, he streams horror games. I've also seen him stream some F1 around as well. Dead by Daylight, F1, other stuff. He has a fun little streams going on. We have Animea, is it?
It is Animea, yeah.
She streams Genshin Impact, and also on Fridays she plays some spooky games or maybe some monster games, depending on what she's feeling at the time. She's got a nice little community growing there as well. So if you want to join that and that sounds interesting to you, go and subscribe to her or follow her. We also have Natural Wonders every Monday at a certain time, I think 7?
At 7 PM. GMT
7 PM.
or British summertime.
Yep, in good old British time, 7 PM. They play Star Wars. I don't know the system, but I've seen...
It's Edge of the Empire Fantasy Flight
Edge of the
system.
Empire. I've watched a couple of their streams and it seems very interesting, and they have totally broken the fucking canon of Star Wars.
That's true.
So, if that seems interesting to you and you want to see an original story, go and check them out. We also have our Discord, our TikTok, and our Twitter, all at Dirty 20, I'm guessing?
Yes, Dirty 20 Live.
Dirty 20 Live. Yep.
Yes.
So
the Discord link is in the chat as well if you want to keep up to date with the maps and everything, and announcements. That's the place to look. So yeah, we'll be back on Sunday, I believe. Still Sunday, at 4 PM GMT +1 / British summertime, and hopefully we'll be getting another one of these one-on-ones pretty soon as well, so that we can
Maybe
get you back
maybe
in the
not
main
next.
campaign.
Probably not next week because we've got a thing going on
Yeah.
at the end of the week, kinda.
Oh yes, yeah,
So,
maybe yeah.
Maybe not next week,
so-
but the week after, definitely.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So until then, remember to stay dirty.